A matter of the heart. I do not come by my love of water as a result of growing up where there was plenty of it. So I might say that I don't come by it naturally, but it's real, and I want to tell you a little of the story of why. In the early 1990s, my wife Fleda Brown and I began traveling together in the summers from our home in Delaware to her family cottage on Intermediate Lake in Antrim County, part of the Chain of Lakes watershed not far from Traverse City. The cottage had been in Fleda's family since 1918, and she had been spending summers there for much of her life. A whole new world of astonishing joy opened for me. Everyone in Fleda's family loved the lake with a great passion. Her father built sailboats and spent hours on the water in them. Everyone swam. Evenings on the dock were a long tradition, and the beauty of the sunsets was wondrous to me. It was during those days in Michigan, almost 30 years ago, that I fell so deeply in love with water in a completely fulfilling way. I marveled at the fact that Michigan had so many miles of Great Lakes shoreline, that it had more than 11,000 inland lakes, truly a water wonderland. When Fleda and I were ready to retire, we decided to move all the way to Traverse City so that we could be near the family cottage and the water that makes it such a special place for us. And the bonus is that when we're not at the cottage, we have the magnificence of Grand Traverse Bay. Now, as every one of you already knows, our water legacy is under grave threat. And there are many people, individually and in organized groups like FLOW, who are working fiercely to save it, producing studies and launching campaigns to inform and engage the public. All of this is essential, and without it, the battle will almost certainly be lost. But the thing I learned many years ago, as I passed from ignorance and something approaching indifference to passionate love, is this: that what is most fundamental about our relationship with water is a matter of the heart. Love preceded knowledge for me. Without the former, I never would have moved on to the latter. To put this another way, what I have learned and what I believe in the most elemental way is that our first and most basic relationship with water is anchored in love. In the absence of love, there is the great risk of indifference and failure to protect this resource that under the public trust doctrine belongs to us all and is essential to life. If the heart is not engaged, the waters will not be saved. So while we marshal facts and organize and encourage activism, let us remember to acknowledge the power of our affections and make them a guiding principle in all that we do.